What up, guys? I don't know why I did that. I was like trying to be like all big and powerful, but then it came off kind of weird. So what up, guys? Um, you know, Spider-Man month. Even though the month is almost over, and we're not going to be able to get this finished, considering I'm doing one movie a day. We're doing the Amazing Spider-Man 1, which we were supposed to do yesterday, but then I brought this guy out, and I was like, you know what? This will be my first TV series on the TV series side of reacting. My dad's still thing is ripping out the pages out of my book. Alright. Okay. Okay, TASM, The Amazing Spider-Man 1. First one. Okay, this is a double booklet, so I got the best Spider-Man movies ever. Now, I might actually record Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2 back-to-back just to get this trilogy, if that's what you want to call it, out of the way. It's not that I hate it. Now, the first one, it's interesting. We get to see Uncle Ben die again. You know, my favorite part of Spider-Man. Watching Uncle Ben die. Okay, so let's redo this. So I thought Uncle Ben was pretty good in this movie, not gonna lie. I mean, he was kind of underdeveloped, and I mean, you could say the same thing with the Sam Raimi Spider-Man if Spider-Man 1 and 2 were the only ones that came out. But we did get Spider-Man 3, and even Spider-Man 2 kind of built his character even more. I mean, Spider-Man 1 actually built... Dang it, my pin. Built Uncle Ben's character very well. This didn't do it as good. Like, at all. Again, it wasn't garbage, the first one. I actually quite like TASM 1 and 2, but I know a lot of people don't like TASM 1 and 2. So I'm kind of like giving my opinions on it. So this rating isn't like the overall rating of what everyone likes. This is the overall rating of how I perceive the movies. Now, I might as well just give you the score right now, and then I give my explanation. So, TASM 1 gets a 6 out of 10. Now, you might be saying, what the heck? The TASM series isn't good. So, I've heard different arguments. I just want to get this out of the way while we're doing this. The arguments that I've heard is, you know, TASM 1 is the super bad one, and TASM 2 is the bearable one, and I've heard it vice versa. TASM 1 is the good one, good, like they put quotations, like it's the lesser of two evils of the two. So you kind of get where they go. It's kind of back and forth, but for the majority, it seems that people seem to think that the first one is better than the second one. I would tell you my honest opinion, but I'm trying to wait for that video. You know what? This is a 2-pack. I'll do that one in this video too. No, I won't. I'll just record a video after this one. Okay, so the first one is interesting. We saw a villain. Don't know why I like stuttered. We got to see a new villain that we've never seen on film before, the Lizard. And I thought he looked very good. He was exactly what I imagined in my mind as the lizard. I mean, most people imagine him more like of an iguana, uh, than a bipedal lizard man. But I thought they did great with the lizard. Now, I do feel like his plan to turn everyone to lizards was kind of weird and out there and didn't really fit into the plot. But, I think that's like a big thing. Plus, with Uncle Ben having pretty much no build up before his death, I think that's what did a lot of it in. I mean, in TASM 1, they really did try to give Uncle Ben his own part, but it was clunky. One thing that I did love was Andrew Garfield's Peter Parker / Spider-Man's love romance with Jennifer Lawrence's Gwen Stacy. You know, it's just they portrayed their characters well. I mean, he didn't portray Peter very well. He portrayed Spider-Man pretty good, but not Peter. And this Peter Parker isn't a nerd that is, isolated. He's more of a cool bad boy lone wolf, if that makes sense. So that is one thing where they failed, and I think the reason why they did that was because they were trying to make him relatable, because at the time there was a lot of people like that, I guess. I don't really know what they were thinking with it. So, yeah, we got that. They set up stuff for the second movie within this movie, which I thought was okay. I also liked, web shooters. And all of that came out of, like, nowhere, but I was, like, thinking, because I recently just rewatched The Amazing Spider-Man 1, and I think that's one thing that I loved. Like, I didn't like it when I first saw it because I grew up on the Raimi films, and he didn't have web shooters, and I had read, I had not read comics at the time. So the Sam Raimi iteration of Spider-Man was the only Spider-Man that I knew existed for the longest time. And because of that, I just thought he just twip web come out of my wrist. And it doesn't. And I do like that TASM 2, and MCU iteration of Spider-Man use web shooters. I actually love web shooters. I didn't love their design that much. I didn't really like the flashing that it did when he shot out webs. Mostly just because, I don't know. One thing that I also didn't like was his suit in the first TASM movie. It looked like a basketball. And I'm not lying, it legit looked like a basketball. So, it was pretty weird. Pretty weird. I don't know why I said that. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of tired. I did like 6 or 7 streams today on my gaming channel. Did a bunch of schoolwork, and now I'm doing a review on TASM. So, I've done a lot, so please spare me some of that, I'm gonna kill you energy. Please. trying to think. I did like his witty one-liners when he was Spider-Man. I did kind of feel like he had an overreaction when Uncle Ben said, was talking about his father. But, I kind of let it slide because I'm a teenager and I have somewhat overreacted over things in the past too. So I kind of just let him have that one. I didn't really deduce it. I just thought I would mention it. And I would say that's pretty much the end of the video. I can't really think of anything else to talk or critique about this movie. And I mean, I'm not a critic, guys, obviously. I don't make a living off, criticizing. That's the movie we're doing right there anyways. So you do get somewhat of a resemblance if you'll focus. It's okay. Focus. Okay. It's not really focusing, which is annoying. Maybe it'll focus now. Well, it's not really focusing, and we're just wasting time trying to get it to focus. Well, now I've touched a part of the thing, and so now it's like, well, it's brighter now. I managed to figure out how to set the brightness settings on this. I hate my life. I also found this case weird. I'm pretty sure this is, like this rating system is from the UK, I think. Maybe. Yep, it is. I just checked right there, UK. So this came from the UK. Why did I get the UK version and not the American version? I couldn't find an American version, and so I just got it. And that's it for this video. 2001, 6 out of 10.